Okay, g'day rugby fans, welcome down here on a very muggy, humid Saturday afternoon at Hong Kong Football Club, where just 2 weeks ago, Hong Kong stunned the rugby world with a fantastic victory over much fancied Korean team. Rob, she's pretty hot today. Tell us about the conditions in the pitch here.
Boozer, I think most teams will probably keep it tight, mate. We've got the conditions here are sticky. Hong Kong won't be used to sticky conditions, obviously. We haven't had a very, very humid summer so far. The Kazakhs, they'll struggle probably obviously a bit more, but I think it'll suit their game plan. They'll probably tuck up the jumpers and mash it up front, mate. Obviously we'll try and, I'd say, hit close and then use our pace out wide, but who knows.
Welcome back, sports fans. Here we are. You can see Rugby Asia Channel. We've been investing heavily in technology. We bought a new microphone this week, which doesn't work, and we've managed to get enough funds to buy ourselves a production truck. In the back there we've got the production team where the magic happens that make us look good out the front here. So we'll be beaming live pictures around the world from this ice cream truck, and we'll probably be selling our feed to ESPN a little bit later. Okay, we've been having lots of emails from our fans around the world. You'll see the email address probably coming up down the bottom of the screen right now. I think it's rugbyasia@gmail.com. Send in your emails if you want to have a big shout out. Got a couple here, one from Jason Bartley in Whangamata, New Zealand, who says, "Your man Boozer needs to hit the gym, he's got man boobs." There's one here from Jim in Durban who says, "Simply Bucky's Border is a..." Okay, one more email. We've been emailed in the Vodacom Bulls game plan. It's top secret, as you'll see it says there. Clearly, anytime in the red zone, the messages kick the ball, and if you watched the Bulls last night, you'll see that they pretty much stick to their game plan. A great win over the Crusaders in the last minute. We've also had at our colouring competition this week, certain M. Phillips, 7 years old from Italy, has sent us in this one here of his idol from Rugby Asia Channel, Junior. Is that a bear in your hand there, Junior?
Mate, I'd probably say it's probably a Bundy and dry, mate, but it's a beautiful bit of artistry there by Matt Phillips. I think that's Matt Phillips' mental age, is it? Not his actual physical age?
Do you remember that kick? Did it go over?
Mate, I'd say it probably would have gone over. I rarely missed when I played for Hong Kong, mate, so I'm saying it would have gone over.
Now, Rob, turning to the draw here, Hong Kong needs to win this, don't they? But they could still come last if Kazakhstan beats Korea by 4 tries or more next week.
That's right, mate. It's a.
I've thrown you off there with a few stats.
No, you didn't, mate. No, I'm not used to stats. I'm used to saying get out there and win. But mate, you're right. It's win or lose. Win, obviously they've still got the chance to go to the World Cup, and they lose, they've got the sad reality of probably going to second division to face Singapore next year. Yeah.
Let's talk about the road to New Zealand, because a lot of our fans have been emailing in. They're not clear on how this tournament feeds into the World Cup. The team that wins this tournament will automatically go into Group A, which is the pool of death with New Zealand and France, Tonga, and some other clowns. The runner-up of this tournament goes on to play Uruguay, who are come through the repechages of the Americas. The Canada and the US are already qualified. There's a game against Uruguay. Now, the winner of that game has a bloody difficult task. Today, Lithuania is playing the Ukraine, somewhere in Eastern Europe. The winner of that game will play Romania. The winner of that game will play Tunisia. The winner of that game will play the winner of Uruguay, and the second place getter here. So it's a long road ahead. So Hong Kong needs to win today and score 4 tries. Let's look at the world rankings at the moment. Hong Kong jumped up 5 clicks after beating the Koreans, and then went down 6 more after losing to the Arabian Gulf last week. But interestingly, Hong Kong are now down in 38th place. Apparently that's the lowest ever.
It's pretty low, mate. You know, you've got to put in perspective a little bit though. Probably the top 20 teams in the world now are quite professional. Hong Kong obviously semi-professional setup, or you'd even say amateur. So it's pretty harsh to compare with back in the days where Hong Kong was ranked 12th. But still, there's a lot of room for improvement. Let's hope the boys do that today. Absolutely. And talking about 12th place, we can see it's Samoa. So the heady days of the high digits, the low digits are gone for Hong Kong. Interestingly though, Kazakhstan are at 27th at the moment, so a few clicks ahead, and Uruguay in 21st place. They smashed Brazil the other week in the repechage. Ladies and gents, welcome back. I'm here with Brian Higgins, Hong Kong forwards coach. He used a few seconds, mate, before we have to go on for the boys. Give us a rundown of what happened last week, mate, in Bahrain.
We just started off too slow. We had all the possession and the territory, but we didn't convert into points, and we didn't put enough phases together in the first half.
All right, mate, obviously it's going to be a pretty big forward battle today. What have you boys got in store for the Kazakhs and the forwards?
We want to play a fast game. So I guess we all know that there's their strength, so we want to keep it away from their forward. So we want to play a quicker game, run their big boys around, and get this humidity stuck into them.
All right, mate. Best of luck, buddy.
Cheers.
And see you in the tent for a few beers after.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Now, Rob here is going to attempt to pronounce as many as the Kazakhstani player names as he can within 20 seconds. Okay, you ready, Rob? Go.
I'm ready. Azat Abashev, Evgeny Antonov, Vladimir Chernik, Grigory Ivanchenko, Ildar, yep,
You're going good. 5 seconds
Dmitry Chep, Ilya Poptwanamaskis, Timur Masharov, and mate, these are all.
How many did you get there? 10?
I got to 9, but I reckon probably 6 of them were probably wrong, mate.
I reckon you better brush up a little before the game starts. I don't think anyone higher than 9 is going to touch the ball, are they?
You wouldn't think so, mate. Well, no, actually maybe 15 will, because he's got a big 80-metre boot on him, so I expect Nigel Clark to be receiving a few balls at fullback today, mate, because that's where he'll be resting all day. Okay, news just in, folks. Just been speaking to Kenzo Pannell, former Hong Kong international. He's our Japan correspondent. Apparently, Japan has squeaked one home against the Arabian Gulf, 60-5. Kenzo, you there, mate?
G'day, Junior, Kenzo here! Junior, yeah, what's up?
Kenzo, mate, can you tell us a bit about the game, buddy?
I tell you what, mate, the Japanese, they were just on fire! And they 5 tries! Japan 60-5! They were awesome!
Yeah, no, Semi has got a small packer, but what about the game, mate?
Hey, don't wait till Semi, mate, you leave me alone!
Booze is here, he sends his love.
Hey, g'day, Boozer! G'day, mate! But I'll tell you what, Japan, mate, they were just too big, too short, shut the game, close the door!
You take it easy, big fella.
Hey, I'm not finished!
Kenzo, you there?
Junior!
Hey.
Junior!
Kenzo.
Get your finger out of your ear.
Kenzo.
Junior! Ah, you
Okay,
piece
brother.
of shit!
Cheers, mate. Thanks so much. Speak to you soon, brother. Bye.
Joining us now as a guest presenter here, Mike Rehu
Nice
from
combo, mate, with
ESPN.
the fashion.
A man
so
who's-
can we use this one?
Yeah,
Because
you
that
can
one,
use it.
is it plugged in?
A man who's no stranger to hair products and lifting heavy farming machinery.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, we're going out live today on the Children's Television Workshop, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Sky, and even on ESPN Star. We're sharing our feed with the locals, and it's going to be on VHS in Kazakhstan in 2 weeks' time. Mate, what kind of a game do you think we can expect here today?
Kazakhstan, big, strong boys. You know, I think if you saw my column on
Country Boys,
Rugby Asia channel, which you seem to be alluding to.
HSBC Rugby Asia.
Yeah. Oh, really? Got a big... Cheapers, you
Well,
guys are moving
yeah.
ahead quickly, aren't you? Sorry, did I miss the sponsorship? Here we go.
Yeah, that's good. Give us some money.
Yeah, no, they're big, strong guys, and they're going to give it all up front. They're going to really try and smash Hong Kong off their game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it sounded like they had a good game. Of course, they are missing Rudoy, the horse. He adds a lot to them. They played Singapore last year. Without him. Hot conditions as well, and they really struggled.
Yeah.
They won last minute 22-19, so it's going to be interesting to see how they cope.
Rather ironically, Rob, if Hong Kong loses today, they could be seriously facing relegation to the second division next year.
Yeah, mate, it's a harsh reality. I think Hong Kong hasn't been in the second tier for about probably 7 or 8 years ago when I was playing. But it is a danger, and I'm sure that the guys are aware of it. I don't think they'll be putting too many stats on their mind, to be honest, in lead up. They just want to win the game, and whatever happens will happen, mate.
We're going to take a break now, but don't go away. We'll be right back. You can see a big crowd building up here down at Sports Road in Hong Kong, and we'll be right back.